All right, so here we're going to take a look at that most perfect shape in nature, the sphere. Spheres are really wonderful shapes to work with. They're kind of special. And finding the volume is simple, but it's not as simple as the prisms because it does have its own kind of specific formula. And this is one, unlike the others, that you're probably not going to figure out on your own. But just like a circle, a sphere, you only need one measurement to take. Just the radius, just like in a circle, only instead of being spun all the way around just in one dimension, it gets spun all the way around this way and that way, back around, until it makes a 3D shape. But with just a radius, you can make a sphere, because a sphere, the surface of it, the outside edge of it, is exactly that distance from the middle anywhere you may be. So you'll see the formula written this way or that way, but I always just recommend write it out like this. If you want to find the volume of a sphere, you want to take 4, multiply it by pi, and we know pi to be equal to 3.14. And then you multiply it by the radius, and now we're doing a 3D measurement, so you don't square the radius, you have to cube the radius. And then you have to divide it by 3. 4 times pi times radius cubed divided by 3. Not an easy one to memorize necessarily. You don't have to have it memorized. It'll always be given to you. You never have to worry about that. You'll always have the formula available to you. The important thing is just that you know how to use it and that you know how to get it into your calculator. So let's try, shall we? We have this sphere right here, and let's see if we can't figure out its volume. So to do that, we're going to remind ourselves that volume is equal to 4 times pi times the radius cubed divided by 3. And so we'd say, okay, volume equals 4 times, we use the number 3.14 for pi. If you want to, you can just press the pi button on your calculator. That's fine. And then the radius. Well, let's look. What is the radius of this particular sphere? 6 meters. So we would put that 6 here, and then we can't forget that we have to cube it. And then we divide by 3. There's a lot going on there, but really, there's only one number that ever changes in this formula. Otherwise, you always just do the same thing. And maybe you know your 3.1 times table really well and you're really good at cubing numbers. But if you're like me and you're not, let's just go here. We're going to say 4 times 3.14 times 6. And then don't forget we have to cube this. Now, we don't have a cubed button, but we have this button here that lets us put any exponent we want in. So if we press that, now we're up here and we can press a 3. And then we have to press the little over arrow to get out of that, and then we can divide by 3. That's a little tricky, so it can take a bit of work to get good at this. So make sure you get the same answer. Make sure you know how to put that in. Just like that. Now, the other thing, of course, is that the radius of this sphere was measured in meters. And what we have just found is the volume. Volume is a 3-dimensional measurement. So our unit is going to be meters for this, but it's going to be meters cubed because we are measuring in 3D how much space this sphere holds. And that's what we call the volume. And the answer, 904.32. So hopefully that helps you. There's some for you to try below. I'm sure you'll do great. Good luck.